Let's start with some practice. What to do if you are an employee or a student at Politecnico di Milano and you got a good result from your research? First, consider if there are restrictions in your freedom to exploit this idea due to contracts or agreements with third parties that own some of the legal rights on your research. If your work has been carried out with Politecnico funds or with the participation of other public institutions, such as European Union ministries and regions, at that point you can be relatively sure to be free to manage the output of your research. These scenarios are those we call autonomous research, and a specific protocol has been developed for this case of protection request. First of all, come and meet us at the Technology Transfer Office. The first step will be explaining your idea to our team in a face-to-face meeting. You will be asked to provide simple information allowing us to understand your research and its potential. Don't worry about disclosing your idea to us. Politecnico has a very clear policy to ensure your idea will remain confidential. Moreover, a specialized team is available to talk with you, bringing together different technical backgrounds in mechanics, chemistry, architecture, electronics, physics, bioengineering, as well as industrial property law. The second step involves the idea assessment and the protection strategy definition. At the Technology Transfer Office, we conduct a prior art search in which we identify, based on publication and patent databases, whether there are public documents disclosing similar ideas to the one you want to protect. If no relevant documents are found, the process of filing a patent application can start. Remember, however, that even your own papers can be relevant prior art, and you should therefore avoid to disclose your idea till you file a patent application. Together with you, we are going to determine in which field your idea could have a potential application and what are its unique features. Remember that an invention is patentable if it is new, inventive, and has an industrial application. Please note, the prior art search is a useful tool not only to decide the patentability of your invention, but also to understand the state of the art in a particular technological field before starting a scientific research program. It allows you to start your research from the most advanced point of technique, avoiding the risk of reinventing what already exists. Powerful search instruments and patent databases are available for free for students and researchers here at Politecnico di Milano. Once agreed on a protection strategy, you will be asked to describe in details your invention, the field of application, the potential market, and the documents in the same field you are aware of. The disclosure form is the first official document to start the valorization process. In case of a patentable invention, we will collaborate with a patent law firm and initialize the patent application process. In case of a non-patentable innovation, other opportunities exist. The TTO staff is always available to indicate you the proper protection strategy in the frame of intellectual property, such as software, industrial design, trademarks, and know-how. Now, we will consider the case in which we decide together to file a patent application. So, let's talk about intellectual property ownership and revenue sharing. As mentioned in the Article 65 of the Italian Industrial Property Law, we have two different scenarios concerning autonomous research. First, if you develop an invention using only Politecnico internal funds, which means that there are no third parties involved, you are the owner of the invention and you have the right to protect it by filing a patent application. This is called professor privilege. However, remember that even if you are entitled to file a patent application and be the owner of the patent, you can choose to sign an agreement assigning the ownership of your invention to Politecnico. Exploiting an invention alone is not easy, and the patenting procedure can be rather expensive. Furthermore, by law, you will have to give 50% of the revenues to the university. If instead you choose to give Politecnico the right to file a patent to protect your invention, Politecnico will assist you with its professional team, perform a prior art search, pay all patenting costs, activate its network to transfer your innovation to a company and bring it to the market. You will be involved together with our team in the strategic decision concerning your invention, and you will get the major part of it, the 60% of the revenues. Let's now briefly talk about the second scenario in the frame of autonomous research. We consider autonomous research also the one funded by public or private funds such as EU, ministries, regions, or even companies. In this case, Politecnico is already the legal owner of the invention, while of course you are still the inventor. In this second case, to reward your creativity, Politecnico will always cover the filing cost, assist you with the process, and, in case of license or sale, will give you the 60% of the revenues. What if you are planning to publish or present your patentable invention to a conference? Bear in mind that this will take away novelty from your invention, preventing you to patent it. On the other hand, a patent does not take away the possibility to publish. As soon as you file a patent application, you can publish your innovation. There is no need to wait. In case of urgency, the procedures for filing a patent application can be short, 3 or 4 weeks. Please remember that the TTO team can give you some useful advices also in case of an imminent publication. We can provide specific solutions to address the issue of timing, in case of a thesis discussion, a presentation to a congress, a submission of a paper. If you have an idea that can generate impact, the rule is always to hold on a minute, talk to our team, and, without any kind of constraint, decide what is the best for you. We can proceed very fast and achieve together your valorization and dissemination goals.